Hello everyone. In the last session, we have seen what is Docker, why we need Docker, and the tool which is required to run Docker in local machine. And also, we have seen in the last session how to enable the Docker while creation of the .NET project. So we have created a application, the .NET application, and we have enabled the Docker. So once you enable the Docker, you will get the Docker file in the .NET project. So this is the this is the .NET application where you have the controller models and views and everything, the .NET application. With that we have also Docker file. So before going with the image and containers of the Docker, so one should know regarding the Docker file, because Docker file is very important to build Docker images and to run the container. So Docker file, it plays a very main role here to create an image. So whenever we will see step by step how the Docker file works and how to write the command in a Docker file to create a Docker image. And whichever the Docker image you take, everything will be created with the Docker file only. Without a Docker file, there is no Docker image. So this is the Docker file which we created while creation of the application itself. It has Microsoft has given a default Docker file. So we will see step by step. So any image you take, any Docker image you take, everything is built, those images built based upon the Docker file itself. You can open the Docker Hub, which is the Docker registry. This registry is having multiple Docker repositories. See, Postgres is the Docker repository. Like that, you will be having the Redis repository. There will be multiple repositories you will get under this Docker Hub registry. So in this registry, you can see any of the image tags. If you can open any of the image, so every image, any image you take, everything is built with the Docker file itself. And if you observe, each image will be starting with the from base image. There should be one base image should be required to create a Docker image. So here Debian bookworm-slim is the base image which Postgres is used to create. So this is the Docker file. So any image you take which is built top of Docker file itself. Without Docker file, there is no image. So now we will go to our Docker file which we created with the .NET application. So in this .NET application, we have multiple from commands. One, this is another another from command. This is another from command. This is another from command. So and also, if you see the commands which we have written in the Docker file, default Docker file which we got, this is an instruction and this is an argument. This is an instruction work directory and this is an argument. Each Docker file, it starts with an instruction and also with the argument. So if you observe the Docker file of the .NET application, here we have the 4 types. That means 4 parts we have. We can say it is having the 4 stages. The first stage is base stage, so which is taking the image from base image is this 6.0 Microsoft.com registry it is using to pull the image. So it is creating one image and that image name is base image. And this first stage is run the application. See, whenever you are running the application, you have to open the traffic to which port you want to open the traffic. So that is why we are exposing the port number 80 and 443 in the first stage of the image. So now if you go to the second stage, this is the second stage. In the second stage also we are creating another image. That image name is build image. So here we are taking the SDK 6.0. This is like a build stage, as the name indicates. We are building our .NET application. So these all stages are independent. So this is the first stage will execute and it will come to the second stage. So first stage base image we are taking and this is to run our application, and second stage is to build the application. And how we are building an application, we are making a work directory as src and we are copying whatever our application Docker demo is there, like the path we are mentioning where our CS project is there, and we are copying to this folder. And we are restoring the project docker.cs project, and this we are once you restore everything, we are copying. What is this command? The copy command. This is the source and this is the destination. How it is copying? It is copying all the files and folders from our local machine or local host or local server to the image path. So it will be copying where our Docker file is there, all the whatever we have restored, right? That project files and the folders, everything will be copied to the image after restore. After that, what we are doing, once you restore all the dependencies and all, we are changing the work directory to src docker demo, and then we are running the docker .NET build. We are building our project and we are keeping output in the app build. So our build project and build related information is available under app/build folder of this image, and this image is to run the application. And the next thing is one more image we are building. The image name is publish. So here, to publish our code, once we build our application, to publish our code, what we are doing is we are running the .NET publish and docker.cs project. See, from where we are, how we are publishing this project, we are using the before stage, like previous stage, whatever we have built on our .NET application, that stage we are using here. If you see from build, that means from build image, whatever we have used this build image, here we are using that. We are using the build image as a publish, and we are publishing to this path where it is we are publishing app/publish. So this is another step, this is another stage where we are publishing. We have kept our application to ready to run with this an image. We have not yet run our application. We are building our project with this stage, and then we are publishing our project with this stage. This stage is depending upon this previous stage, that is the build stage. We have completed the build stage and the publish stage. So now we are running at the final stage. This is the final stage. What we are doing again, in the final stage we are using this publish stage, whatever we have run our stage, the previous stage, the publish, that publish we are using as a final. So how we are using, how we are making the final image, we are using this base image, because this is the stage we are running our application, we are using to run our application. So from base, this is a final. In this final image, we are copying the previous stage published data. Previous stage means this stage published data we are copying to this work directory, the /app. So what we are doing, we are copying whatever the published folders and files, everything we are copying to the app publish. So everything will be available here. So this image, the final image, by using this first stage, this final image is having the complete build and published data, and we are keeping an entry point. Whenever you are creating a Docker file, entry point is important, otherwise it will not identify where to start. So here, as this is the application, is a .NET application, we are keeping our entry stages docker demo.dll. So this is an entry point. And if you want to see like the complete details of this Docker file, how this is stages, we are creating the multi stages like stage 1, stage 2, stage 2, and publishing as a stage 3, and how we are running in stage 4 to create an image in the Docker file. The complete information also we can see in this path. Before going to this path, as we are creating a multiple stages, right? So we are calling this one as a multi-stage Docker build. This is a multi-stage Docker build. The complete information you can find it in the link which is provided from the Microsoft itself, how the Docker .NET application is built with the step-by-step with the multiple stages, on how we are copying, restoring the project, and how we are building the project, and how we are running the project, how we are exposing the port numbers. The everything information you can find it in this link. So this is the Docker file which we are going to build an .NET application image, and we are going to run the .NET application using this Docker file, creating an image and creating the Docker container. So in the upcoming session, we will see by using this Docker file how to create a Docker image by using this Docker file. We will see in the upcoming session. Thank you.